Hello everyone, my name is Senzo and welcome to the clan, and without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get into the video, please do me a big favor by smashing that like button. As you guys already know that the like button goes and fetch us more members of the honorable clan so that they can come rub their two IQs together and spark their own opinions so that at a later stage in another video, I read your self-appointed experts' comments, and this is the main video. However, though, let's go to the Gauteng High Court, where in Judge Rata's courtroom, Pinky did return, but I could tell that, oh my goodness, we are going to have an early adjournment because I think she was worse than the last time we saw her on Tuesday. And I was like, ma'am, you could just, go home, go home, recover, come back when you are able to talk almost like I can, because I know what you're going through. I know what you are going through. I could see many people not trusting that she was sick. Listen, guys, this thing is painful. It's painful, this flu, and I don't understand it. What it is, what's the strand called? I tried looking it up, but I can't find what the strand called. Can the scientists, the doctors, the farmers, whatever you are, can you please tell us what is this strand of flu that is grasping the people of South Africa and does not want to leave them for weeks on end? We have Pinky here, whom we want her to spill the beans because her testimony is very, very interesting, I must tell you. I was very interested to see and hear where she was connecting eventually or subsequently, as Gininda would put it, that Stain's testimony or evidence was starting to connect with that of Pinky. Somebody said this illness, definitely somebody was not happy, and Pinky was summoned to the college to be taught that, listen, you got to say something about the linkage between Stain's testimony and your own. But I am waiting for the defense because I think the defense did pick it up. If I picked it up, definitely the defense have picked it up that somehow she veered to Stain's testimony, the same thing that she said she cannot say anything about. I'm not sure why there was no objection, even though it was in passing. Sibanda was very smart about it in sneaking it in without focusing too much on it before Advocate Mnisi or Mshololo gets up on objection and say, but she's testifying on Stain's evidence that she said earlier, Bill, when she started, that she cannot speak or talk on somebody else's job, let alone Stain or host. That was interesting to me. But guys, let's talk about this. Maslebeni, who is David Matebula? I've heard this name before. I'm not a soccer fan. You guys already know my situation with my academic background. The schools that I went to, there was no soccer. There was rugby, cricket, tennis, swimming, hockey, volleyball. Did I say hockey? Yes, I did say hockey. Your so-called white sports. That's what I did. The only time soccer was introduced in my high school was when I was exiting the high school in 2000, because there were now more and more black boys were coming in, and most of them, they looked around and said, where is soccer? And that's how soccer was introduced into the school. So I am not somebody that picked it up, even though my entire family, they are soccer fans. And I'm not going to mention which club between the two rivals that they are part of in yellow. Anyhow, let's continue there. David Matebula, what relationship did he have with Kelly Kumalo that made Kelly Kumalo go as far as SIM swapping the boyfriend of the father of her child's cell phone SIM card? For what purposes? And then the call thereafter between the two of them. I'm interested in that. Whether the phone was off or the phone was on, why would Kelly Kumalo immediately after swim swapping, she will be calling David Matebula? Who is David Matebula? And another question that I keep asking myself is this spread view. Between spread view and Phosphorus and clinics, what this triangle is all about. Somebody said in my comments, there's a possibility that the people in the house, after Senzo was shot, they may have plotted to take Senzo's body and go dump it somewhere and make it look as though he was either hijacked or robbed or whatever the case might be. Now, the question I'm asking ever since I heard, because that bothered me a lot. That speculation bothered me. I could not sleep the whole night thinking about it. Like, what is Spread View known for? That is what I want to know. What is Spread View known for? Is it a high risk hijacking spot? Does it have bushes and forests? What's going on? I've never been there, so I wouldn't know. And then, of course, the timestamp as well of Senzo's cell phone pinging at clinics around 29:55. At that time, I think Senzo was long gone at that point in time. I'm bothered, guys. I really am bothered. I think this is the only thing that I believe I picked from Pinky, and I am still bothered. I want to know what is in Spread View. What was it that they kept going? I think they went there twice to Spread View. Somebody might even say, oh no, the tower picked up from Spread View while they were in Fosloras, or the tower picked up in Durban while they were in Polokwane. I get that, but there's got to be some kind of explanation as well why a tower so far away would pick up a network of somebody that is somewhere else miles away. I'm very interested in that. And somebody else was saying to me when they were hearing the whole Matebula matter that is it possible that Kelly Kumalo and Matebula were having an affair? I'm like, well, she seems to be knowing quite a lot of soccer players, both on the rival team. What's happening? I even said, no. Aren't you know that thing that Mkuzen? Somebody said maybe the baby. Oh, I don't know. Hey. I don't want to go that far because I hate it when a situation like this pop and then a man who's like, I want paternity. And you know very well that you did not wear it just on Kwenyana when you were having it with the mother of your child. Suddenly, because things are not working anymore, I want paternity test. What? So now some people were trying to say that. I'm like, nah. Unless the Meyiwas request for that. Because you're trying to hear the story about how Kelly is refusing with the baby to the Meyiwas. She doesn't want the Meyiwas to know the child. But one thing I know about children is that once they turn adults, and maybe because we are Zulu people and the Kumalos are Zulu people, there are times where things are going to get bad, like really, really bad. Please, guys, I am not inviting religious talk, just like I don't invite political talk on my channel. And I don't also invite soccer talk on my channel. But the fact of the matter is there are a lot of Zulu people who still believe in cultural beliefs. If this child, something happens to them, like followed by bad luck and dark clouds and isinyama, ischito, all those sort of stuff, there will come a time when somebody will say, you need to go to your father's family. They are the ones who have the ability or can cleanse you of this dark cloud that is following you. Now, when that happens, is the child going to even be accepted by the child's ancestors without all the ancestral practices and rituals done in order for the child to be accepted into the family? This is a mess going forward. This is an entire mess going forward. Again, this is not to invite religious talks. This is just me saying something in passing as a Zulu person. Whether you believe that or you don't believe that, that is your own baby. What other people believe, that is their own baby as well, period. I'm not inviting that. But just to come back to what we're hearing today. Okay, fine. After I heard about the tower thing, Spread View clinics and Fosloras, to me, I was like, okay, where are other cell cell phones ka Tumelo, cell phone ka Mtogod, cell phones ka Zandile, cell phone ka Longo, cell phone of the mother. I think the mother's cell phone will be pinging around Fosleras anyway. But what about the other ones? Do they ping at the same towers in Spray View? Do they ping the same place in Fosleras? Do they ping the same place in clinics, etc. and so on? Why we are having bits and pieces of these cell phones instead of having all of them, including the 5 men that stand accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa? That is what I'm interested in, and I thought that we were going to hear that from Pinky, because clearly we're never going to hear the transcript, what the conversations were, as well as what the SMSs or whatever texts that were sent between Kelly and accused number 5, or Kelly and accused number 3, or Kelly and accused number 1. We will never find out that. But then, please, can you group all of them at once and tell us if these towers pick up all these people's cell phones at the same time? I think that is what is going to solve this entire matter. But then again, Pinky, please get well. I know your pain. I know your pain. Don't mind those that don't believe you. You are sick, and I know you are sick because I've been there. I've been there, and I'm seeing a lot of people there as well. I saw Ramos Sipili as well going with his gown because yeah, it's starting. Oh, it's starting. But other than that, guys, those are my thoughts about what I think I picked up today, because it was not much, to be honest. There was not much to write home about, because it was just a bunch of numbers that were being read out, the same bunch of numbers. Maybe the same way how Stain took us through, Hose took us through, and Mabasa took us through. Now it's Pinky taking us through. But I think with Pinky, we may have something that she's going to give us. I think she's already started giving a lot, which is kind of like, oh, okay, now it's opening more questions. It's opening even speculations. People are using their brains right now, and they are trying to solve this case by themselves. And everything that I'm hearing, plausible, including the one where somebody said, that disturbed me the whole night, that they were probably looking for a ditch, a forest, or somewhere where are they going to dump him, and then there will be calls that, oh, he was hijacked and shot and killed, situation like that. I don't know, but to me it sounds plausible. But then again, there's a testimony of the Naches who said that they saw his body lying by itself in the house. But where did they go to? And what time exactly did Senzo was killed? I think he was killed much earlier than what they are saying. Much, much earlier. But the truth will eventually come out someday. Guys, those that are hiding the truth, don't you see that you are closer and closer to going to jail? If you are not going to, let me give you advice. Jump and go to the state, bargain with it, in exchange for your freedom. Tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and get the person that killed Senzo Meyiwa jailed. And of course, yourself, because you are making a deal that even for defeating the ends of justice and all of that stuff, just make a deal with the state and tell them the truth. Even though the state itself is, ooh, this is a mess. Which state are you going to go to and bargain with? Hey, okay. Oh. I thought I had a great idea. Because the state itself is in a mess for choosing 636 instead of 375, defeating the ends of justice, just like Advocate Tefu has said. Woo, wow, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you with a clip of what happened today. It's not a long one, fortunately. Please go through it. Pick up whatever you can pick up, and then we are going to discuss it, and we are going to have the self-appointed expert comments after you have heard what you are going to hear. If you think you didn't pick up some few other things during the day, please listen to it again. Let's have a discussion. Probably that will take us all the way to Sunday, because there's a lot. Let me know also your own speculations. Remember, here, 2%ers, no, they're not 2%, 30%ers, you're listening? You stay there at the back. No, please don't come to the front. The front is for intelligent people. Thank you. yeah, like I was saying, let's have a discussion, guys. Let's have a discussion about what do you think Pinky is throwing at us? I'm very interested. So there's the video. Other than that, guys, let's see each other in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much to the super thankers. I appreciate you guys so much. Please share the video far and wide. See you next time. Goodbye.
Yes, Mr. Splendid.
As a courtesy, my lord, can the witness be reminded that she's still under oath?
Yes, you are still.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ma'am, before we proceed to exhibit JJJ3, let us just revert back to exhibit JJ1 and 2, just to clarify certain aspects. To be more specific, the annexure A that is attached to exhibit triple JJ2, where you testified that a SIM swap was done.
Yes.
And you further testified that the phone number belonging to the deceased, Senzo Meyiwa, was inserted into a new device, a Nokia.
Yes.
And evidence in this court was that that phone, that Nokia phone, at some stage, a phone number that was linked to David Matebula was once inserted to that particular IMEI number. Do you have a comment on that?
Yes.
Can you proceed now to place the phone number on record?
072 149 3899.
Are you able to tell from the data that you have in front of you when did the phone number associated with David Matebula as well as that particular device were used together?
I don't have the data available for the number ending 3899.
But from annexure A, are you able to tell that the number ending with 899 as well as the device, the Nokia device?
As per Annexure A, I can confirm that the IMEIs were related and used, yes.
So since we have established that number belonged or was associated to David Matebula, did that number at any stage have any contact with any number associated with Kelly Kuman?
Yes. If we look at exhibit triple J1 on page 1651, you will find the lower part of that page, 27th October 2014 at 7:32. The number ending 3899 called the number ending 4358, which was on voicemail. That duration lasted 6 seconds. If you move on to page 1653, still on the 27th of October at 16:08, the number ending 3899 called the number ending 4358, which was on voicemail. That call lasted 7 seconds. Thereafter at 17:15, another call was made from the number ending 3899 to the number ending 4358, which was still on voicemail, lasted 4 seconds. Round about 17:22, a similar activity took place. That call lasted 14 seconds. Thereafter, a few seconds later at 17:22, 3899 called 4358, which was still on voicemail. That lasted 7 seconds. Towards the bottom of the page at 1910, 3899 called 4358, which remained on voicemail, and it lasted 17 seconds. Over to the next page, 1654. There were two activities at 2125 and 2152. 3899 called 4358, which was still on voicemail, and those calls lasted 6 and 7.
Thank you. And then, do you have any further comment regarding the seconds that were accumulated as a result of this attempt to call this phone number?
Yes, from looking at the duration of those calls, it looks like voicemail messages were left.
And just please on record the total number of these call forwards.
There were 8 calls made.
Regarding the number ending with 3899, just want to let up that we have not really confirmed the source of that phone number.
Yes, that is correct.
Now let us move to a number associated with Kaylee Kumalo, ending with 2498. Colonel Spain on Exhibit O has already testified that was the runaway phone.
Yes.
Are you able to tell the court the towers this phone picked in the evening of the 26th of October 2014?
On the evening of 26th October at 17:16, the tower parquet was picked up. On the following entry at 7:16, 2 seconds later, if we move on to the next page of 1188, you would then find GPRS data. Towards the bottom of the page at 17:26 on the 26th of October, we get sprayed view. At 18:05 we get an undefined. At 19:16 we get sprayed view, and at 21:52 we get Mololeki.
Are you still fine?
Yes.
Okay. Just lastly on this aspect of towers, does the phone of the deceased around 1915, number ending with 551, also shows the tower location of spread view around that period?
Yes. From about 7:55 on the 26th, 17:55 on the 26th of October, it shows sprayed view right until the next page of 362 at 21:45.
Lastly, on this aspect, does the number associated with Kelly Kumalo ending with 4358 at around that time of 1900 also picks up a location at Spread View?
Please give me a second to go through the data. That cell phone from 1407 was on voicemail, and there were no towers picked up. For the 26th, I'm going through the 27th. There were no towers picked up.
Okay. And then the number that is associated with the deceased, then Senzo Meyiwa, on the date, can you place the page number from 1900 until the following day, where you find the location of Spread View or the tower location of Spread View?
It's actually in Sprayed View from 7:55 at 1900 hours. There's 18:51 that's still at Sprayed View, followed right until 21:45.
Please just place the page number on record of the
My
document.
apologies, 361, 362.
Thank you. Now let's proceed to exhibit JJ3. Just lastly, before you pick away those documents, when does that particular phone belonging to Senzo change location to clinics, Foshlores clinics?
It changes at 21:55. We are on page 362. 21:55 on the 26th of October. It reflects clinics.
And then does it eventually return to Spring View Tower?
No. No.
And then on the 27th of October 2014, when does it pick up signal again or tower?
On 27th October at 3:20 in the morning, it then picks up Phosphorus Square. Thereafter, it's undefined until 08:59 on the 27th.
And then the last time it picked up clinics Foshlores?
At 22:29 on the 26th of October.
Yes, let's proceed to exhibit triple J3. You have the document in front of you.
Yes.
On Tuesday, when we adjourned, you were busy placing the IMEI numbers on record.
Yes.
We ended on number 8. You can start with number 7, just for the sake of the record.
Number 7 is 3538 1208 0564 860. Thereafter, it's 3554 2207 3919 190 3573 5609 7663 010 8677 9004 1508 840 3572 9305 1613 54 3570 1804 201687. Lastly, 3520 2006 543102.
Thank you. And the document that you just read, was it also signed by the public prosecutor?
Yes.
And then the date?
27th of May 2021.
And then was it also signed by the magistrate?
Yes.
Where was it issued?
The stamp is not very clear on this copy. If you give me a second, I will try and retrieve the area from the stamp. But it was stamped on the 27th of May at 2021.
The very same document just above the signature of the magistrate.
Oh yes, Umdujana.
And then on the last sentence on paragraph 8 of your affidavit, can you also place that information on record?
Yes. My comments is that the call data and the profiles have been supplied as requested. Data has not been attached nor added as an annexure to this manual statement due to the data being voluminous. The cases had to be registered into smaller or shorter periods.
Now, let us go to the data, starting with the first cell phone number. Can you place the first cell phone number on record?
The first cell phone number is 071 395 3801 060.
No, it's fine. Let's pause there. I want to show you an extract from Exhibit DD5B. I just took an extract from that particular exhibit. It looks like this one. My lord, is an extract from the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel Hobbs. It's paragraph number 7.
Okay.
Do you have that extract?
Yes.
Are you able to locate that number on that extract? The one that you just placed on record?
Yes, it's actually the last highlighted portion, the last number reflecting. It reflects the name Ntokozisi Zibozonke Mapisa.
Thank you. Do you have a case ID with data associated to this number?
Yes, 1005 138.
Then are you now able to show the court the data that you uploaded from the NEMO system at this stage?
I just want to look for the data first before connecting. I do not have the data available. We will have to search for it.
My lord, the exhibit number is DD5G. And then the next number, number 2.
The cell phone number for number 2 is 060 901 6890. That is under, it's the third entry, Bongani Sandiso Ntansi.
My lord, that particular date has been accepted in this code as Exhibit DD5E, Roman figure 1. Are you able to, at this stage, find the case ID associated with this number? Or should I give you some time?
I think we can give me some time to search for them.
Get back to it. Yes, let's go back to Exhibit J3. The third number.
076 264 8460. That is the fourth entry, also Bongani Sandiso Ntansi. Number 4 is 073 393 7055. That does not appear on the list.
Just for the sake of the record, my lord, the previous exhibit is Exhibit DD5, DD5 from DD5 E Roman figure 2.
Following number is 078 578 6858. That number also does not reflect on this extract. The following number is 073 776 1556. That does not appear on the extract. 060 774 6749. That is the second entry, which reflects Muzika Wukulewa September Sabia. 079.
Before you get to that number, my lord, that particular set of data is Exhibit DD5D Roman figure 2. Yes, you can proceed.
079 379 0137. That's the first entry, also belonging to Muzika Lewa September Sabia. Number 9.
It is GG5D Roman figure 2. Roman figure 1, my apologies, Roman figure 1.
It's DD5D.
That's correct, Roman figure 2.
Okay.
Roman figure 1. Yes, Roman figure 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
082 956 3220. Excuse me. That is the 5th entry. That belongs to Mtoko Zisi Sipo Zonke Mapisa. Oh no, sorry. Number 9. My apologies. Mtobisi Prince Mkube.
Is it Mube or Mube? It's MC.
Yes, my
Okay.
apologies.
Mube.
That's the exhibit, is exhibit DD5F Roman figure 2.
Number 10, 072 766 excuse me, 8169. That does not appear on the extract.
Ayiveli ke lana kule extract yami.
Are you still fine? Can you take a sample break?
Maybe a 5-minute break, please.
5 minutes break.